My roommate pinned me on the bed and kissed me. Another roommate, Dylan Parker, was pacing anxiously nearby. His lips are practically raw from your kissing. When's my turn? I got caught watching adult content in the dorm. The arrogant roommate, Dylan, sneered. You like men? Don't tell me you've set your sights on me. How disgusting. I shot back coldly. If you can't find a mirror, use your piss. We gay men have standards too. If I wanted someone, it'd be someone like Liam Bennett. You're not even in the running. As the words left my mouth, I saw Liam blushing at the dorm entrance, with Ryan Foster scowling thunderously behind him. My heart sank. Not only had the subject of my crush heard my declaration, but so had his persistent admirer. Only clueless Dylan kept jeering. You think you're worthy of Liam? At most you'd be his simp. I stayed silent. The simp comment didn't just target me, it inadvertently wounded Ryan too. Ryan's crush on Liam was obvious since orientation week. Though they're in different majors, he constantly orbits Liam while hiding behind the brother's facade, becoming a permanent fixture at Liam's side. True to form, Ryan snapped "Take your drama elsewhere" just as my part-time job alarm rang. While changing clothes, I overheard Dylan eagerly gossiping. Did you know Ethan's gay? So gross. Ryan kicked a chair and growled, "Get lost." I do admire Liam. His gentle nature and angelic features make him campus royalty. Many would pursue him if Ryan weren't guarding him like a jealous Rottweiler. Yesterday, I accidentally saw him changing. His alabaster skin, slender waist, and those perfectly defined abs. His face already captivated me, but that physique? Total gay catnip. After fantasizing all night, I sought some visual aids today. I just found a fair-skinned bottom resembling Liam when Dylan yanked open my bed curtain. Furious, I took it out on my lemonade, smashing ice cubes violently. Mid-pounding, I realized my laptop was still playing. But coming out was one thing, getting caught watching porn? Whatever. With headphones on, they wouldn't know unless they invaded my privacy again. At 10 p.m., I handed a taro milk tea to a blushing girl. "Could I get your phone number?" she asked shyly. I maintained cool composure while internally preening. This scene should be broadcast to Dylan, proof I've still got game. The problem was, I'm gay. I was just figuring out how to turn her down when a gloomy voice came from behind the girl. "He's gay." And just like that, I got outed. The girl who asked for my WeChat didn't seem disappointed at all. If anything, she looked excited. She exchanged knowing smiles with her friend before happily walking away with their milk tea. I shot Ryan a confused look, wondering what demon had possessed him. Ryan ordered a pearl milk tea and started glaring at me like some vengeful spirit. The senior girl working the shift with me smirked conspiratorially. "Your boyfriend's kinda possessive, huh?" Oh great, they'd completely misunderstood. After closing up, I walked out of the bubble tea shop. Ryan trailed behind me, casually slurping his drink. I whirled around under the amber streetlight. "Spit it out. What do you want?" The warm glow accentuated Ryan's sharp features and intimidating Sampaku eyes. He closed the distance between us until, splash, icy liquid cascaded over my head, sticky pearls slithering down my collar. "Stop your disgusting schemes," Ryan hissed, eyes glacial. "Liam isn't for the likes of you." I wiped my face calmly, plucking a tapioca pearl to stuff into his mouth. "Frog pretending to be Batman? You follow Liam around like a starving mutt yourself. At least I don't litter." I kicked the discarded cup at his feet. Ryan's jaw worked rhythmically around the pearl. "If you dare harass Liam in the dorm, choo-choo, or watch those perverted videos again," his hand shot out, grabbing me painfully. "Choo-choo, I'll chop your little friend off." My homemade pearls really were perfectly chewy. So that's why he'd been acting crazy. He saw what was on my laptop, though sneaking into my bunk wasn't exactly polite. A startled gasp made me turn, catching only a fleeing silhouette. More pressingly, Ryan still hadn't let go. He finally released me with a glare, snatching up the litter before storming away. Back at the dorm, Dylan was gaming with headphones on. I grabbed my toiletries, colliding with Liam fresh from the shower. My throat tightened. Had he seen that video too? Did he think I was some creep? Liam's gaze swept over my damp shirt before flicking away. I mumbled a greeting and fled to the steamy bathroom that still carried his cedarwood scent. Peeling off my clinging white tee, I just stepped out of my jeans when the door reopened. "Forgot my clothes," Liam said hoarsely, cheeks pink. His gaze snagged on the laundry basket. Acidic bubbles fizzed in my chest. "Liam," I blurted to his retreating back. "I am gay. And yeah, I like you. But I'm not some pervert who'd steal your things. You don't have to guard against me like this." He froze, shoulders tense. "I'm not guarding." The lie hung heavy as he escaped. I laughed bitterly, exhaustion weighing my bones. The bathroom mirror showed red marks where Ryan had grabbed me, matching the ache behind my ribs. The biases people hold are an insurmountable chasm. Liam Bennett must think I'm utterly ridiculous. Turning on the shower, warm water cascaded down. I exhaled deeply. This goddamn life. I might as well be the protagonist of some tragic soap opera. After showering, I felt rejuvenated. Since this world made me gay, I'll turn it into one giant party. I felt ready to start anew. Yeah, right. I'd forgotten to bring clean clothes. The laundry basket stood empty. Fantastic. Now I believe Liam truly holds nothing against me. He even took my dirty laundry. Previously, I'd have strutted out naked. But after today's events, that wasn't an option, mainly fearing Dylan's dumb ass might think I'm hitting on him. With only 3 of us in the dorm, I reluctantly asked Liam for help through the bathroom door. His gentle voice agreed, sliding clothes through the crack. Outside, Dylan sneered, "You queers sure know how to make productions." I mentally flipped him off. Unfolding the clothes, I froze. These were clearly Liam's. His tender explanation came, "Didn't want to rummage through your closet. The boxers are new." Warmth flooded me. Liam truly was an angel. So considerate. Such wasted purity if Ryan got to him. Dressing quickly, I noted Liam's surprisingly roomy briefs despite his slim frame. Opening the bathroom door, I almost slammed it shut again. Had shower water flooded my brain? Why was that walking disaster Ryan here? He forced the door open, eyes blazing. "Why are you wearing Liam's clothes?" I scoffed. "Liam's choice. Got a problem?" Swaggering out, I found Liam hanging laundry. "Liam," my question died as I saw him wringing my dripping white briefs. Liam radiated a nurturing, almost maternal aura. Just helped with the laundry. Behind me, Ryan sounded apoplectic. "You washed his underwear?" Liam blinked innocently. "We're all guys here." Ryan turned crimson, snarling at me. "Got no shame?" I shrugged. "How's this my fault?" Liam positioned himself protectively. "Ryan, stop harassing Ethan." My heart swelled. I praised Liam. "You're so reasonable, unlike some rabid dogs." Ryan glared between us before storming off. Toweling my hair in bed, I noticed the empty bunk now overflowed with belongings. The furious bastard returned dragging a suitcase, smirking coldly, "Moving in today." His murderous intent hung palpable, clearly staking claim on Liam. Challenge accepted. If he wants to play jealous husband, I'll give him cuckold fantasies worth writing home about. I drove my sports car with Liam Bennett snuggled against my shoulder like a delicate bird. Ryan Foster was chasing after the vehicle, crying out, "Lee, don't go with him. Lee, how am I supposed to live without you?" I almost laughed out loud when I heard a crisp shattering sound from our dorm room. A glass cup rolled down from Liam's bunk, scattering shards across the floor. Ryan was the first to rush over. "Lee, are you okay? Just spilled water." Liam replied, preparing to climb down. Ryan immediately stopped him, grabbing a broom. "Wait there. Let me clean this up first." Liam acknowledged before unexpectedly pulling open his bed curtain and straddling over to my mattress. His voice carried false innocence. "Ethan, my bed's all wet. You don't mind sharing yours, right?" The air froze. I bit back laughter while Ryan's sweeping motions halted. Dylan even shot Ryan a pitying glance. The guy looked genuinely heartbroken. The broom clattered against the wall as Ryan's face turned greenish. "Lee, if you didn't want me moving in, you didn't have to go this far." My eyes darted between them as realization struck. These two were having a lover's spat using me as their pawn. Ryan stormed out, slamming the door hard enough to rattle the frame. Liam only smiled brighter when I looked at him, sending an icy shiver down my spine. "Finally alone," he purred. his elegant fingers gripping my chin while his other hand toyed with my earlobe. His breath warmed my neck as he whispered, "Didn't you enjoy watching those filthy videos?" His wandering hand slid downward, fingertips teasing sensitive skin. "So pink? How dare you show this to others?" His mouth descended, making me squirm. When my alarm blared, I woke feeling disoriented. It must have been a dream, I told myself. Liam couldn't possibly be that perverse. Then I turned and met Liam's angelic face, his eyes gleaming with mischief. Morning. Sunshine. God damn it. The man was actually a freak. I shoved him away, staggering to the bathroom. My reflection showed swollen eyelids and other swollen areas that stung against my shirt fabric. Shooting Liam a glare, I noticed he'd resumed his harmless golden boy act once vertical. As I finished washing up, Liam cornered me in the bathroom holding band-aids. He lifted my t-shirt despite my protests. "Got a class to teach," I grumbled. "Relax." He smirked, applying the adhesive strips. "Unless you want everyone knowing." His innocent expression contradicted how his thumb pressed ruthlessly against tender flesh. A man sucked these swollen. I was rushing to class. As soon as I sat down in the lecture hall, I noticed strange looks from those around me. Remembering Ryan's public outburst at the bubble tea shop yesterday, I suddenly understood the rumor about me being gay must have spread. Whatever, it's not like I ever tried to hide it anyway. I found an empty seat and opened my textbook, noticing the girl in front glancing at me with hesitation. Finally she whispered, "Ethan Clark, you should check the university forum." My hands trembled as I opened the post titled, "Late Night Walk," ran into 2 lovebirds. The attached photo made my vision darken. There I was pressed close to Ryan Foster, his hand positioned inappropriately on my body. The grainy quality added unintended intimacy to the shot. The comment section filled with vile speculations made me nauseous. When class ended, I discovered the post had been completely scrubbed. The original poster even issued an apology claiming it was a photoshopped prank. Ryan's doing, no doubt. Exiting the building, I froze seeing a familiar figure leaning against the maple tree. My brother Alex Clark was watching the stairwell like a hawk. "Brat." Alex caught my backpack strap as I tried to flee, his smirk not reaching his eyes. "Going somewhere?" "Hey Alex." I forced a smile. "What brings you here?" The car ride thickened with tension. "Living quite the dramatic campus life, Ethan," Alex remarked. When I asked about the deleted post, he responded with a derisive snort. He drove us to a nearby apartment complex, tossing me the keys. "Bought this for you. I'm fine in the dorms," I protested. "Fine?" Alex's jaw tightened. "Surrounded by those degenerates?" The word stung. "They're normal people. I forbid you to live with them." Disgust flickered across his face. Not towards Ryan Foster's family connections, but towards what we represented. As I exited the car, Alex's strained voice followed. "You're all I have left since Mom and Dad." "I know," I answered the unspoken reminder, walking back to campus under the summer sun that somehow felt as cold as embalming fluid. Stupid Alex Clark. Damn Alex Clark. He takes me out and doesn't even bother to treat me to a decent meal. I felt tears welling up uncontrollably in my eyes and kept wiping them with the back of my hand. Suddenly, a male voice rang in my ear. "Ethan, isn't this your rumored fling?" I looked up and saw a group of guys standing in front of me. A blonde guy nudged Ryan's shoulder and dared to ask, "Ryan, are you two really the 7 dwarves or something?" Ryan scowled and kicked the blonde. "Piss off. Stop spouting bullshit." Then Ryan looked down at me coldly. "You're pathetic. Crying over something so trivial? If you know what's good for you, stay away from Liam. Otherwise, you'll regret it." I stared into his eyes. His lashes were surprisingly long. Then I spat out 2 words. "Dumbass." Ryan's eyes darkened as he grabbed my collar. "Say that again? Is this guy a masochist? Does he want to hear insults twice?" I glanced at the guys behind him, then smirked at Ryan. "You know, you're actually kinda hot." Ryan froze. Then I yanked his hair and kissed him on the lips. "You little shit. I'll make you regret this." The group erupted into cheers. I bit down hard on Ryan's lip, then licked my lips with exaggerated grossness. "Sweetheart, you taste nice." The guys went wild, howling loud enough to shake the nearby classrooms. Before Ryan could react, I bolted. Only when I reached my dorm did I finally breathe. What even is my life? I dropped my backpack, chugged some water, and realized Liam was the only one there. He sat quietly at his desk, focused on his screen. After last night, his innocent angel image was shattered in my mind. I ignored him and pulled up a food app. Then I noticed a link from a friend. Clicking it, I found 2 new gossip headlines. Male student secretly funded by sugar daddy, and male student forces kiss on campus. The posts included photos. College kids have too much free time. Feels like I'm starring in a damn soap opera. As I tried to close the tab, my phone got snatched. Liam's eyes were red. Ethan, how could you? Huh? What did I do? Did I black out and promise him eternal love or something? My head throbbed. Dude, what's your damage? Liam gripped my chin. You said you liked me like this. Last night you were so sweet. Now you're acting cold. Excuse me? I tried to argue, but his tongue shoved into my mouth. I pushed at his chest, no use. His hand slid under my shirt, ripping off the bandage. His fingertips, rough with calluses, dragged over my skin. Then the door slammed open. Ryan's roar shook the room. What the hell are you doing? I'm done. Seriously. If someone told me the sun rose at midnight, I'd just nod at this point. I just wish Ryan would keep his voice down. Otherwise, there'll be gossip headlines about me tomorrow. Liam released me. Yes, exactly what you saw. I took a deep breath and started bullshitting. Liam's jealous. He only kissed me to taste what was on your lips. That's right. Us gay guys have all sorts of tricks. Then I felt a sharp pain in my chest. Liam's hand still hadn't withdrawn. Ryan looked utterly confused. His eyes locked on my chest area. Liam leisurely helped adjust my clothes with one hand while his other fingertips kept applying pressure, making the pain intensify. Ryan stumbled out looking devastated. The poor guy got double whammied today, heartbroken and kissed by his rival. I slapped Liam's hand away. Satisfied? Can you quit it now? Those innocent puppy dog eyes blinked at me. I'm not using you. I genuinely like you. Snatching back my phone, I demanded, what's there to like? Without hesitation he answered, your pinkness. I really dig it. Maybe I should just slap him dead. To convince me, Liam started listing examples. Your lips are soft and pink. Your cheeks sometimes flush pink. Even your... I covered his mouth before he crossed into NC-17 territory. Glancing him over, I conceded, you're not bad yourself. Liam immediately offered, want to touch me too? Hard pass. Dorm life finally quieted down, mainly meaning Ryan stopped orbiting Liam and picking fights with me. He started leaving early and returning late, probably avoiding catching us in another compromising position. Bet he regrets moving in now. The real issue was Liam climbing into my bunk every night. I started wondering if he had split personality disorder, perfectly normal by day, but turned into a walking porn script once horizontal. Even Ryan couldn't take it after several incidents, yanking open the curtain to glare at us. Ever heard of basic decency? There's other people here. Preach. Finally, some broader scope criticism. Liam clung like a touch-starved octopus. How was I supposed to sleep? Only our idiot roommate Dylan could snore through the chaos. Liam lifted his head to sneer. Ryan, you want to join? Ryan turned beet red, stammering, and no way. Liam's arm tightened around my waist, as if we'd let you. As the curtain dropped, Liam nuzzled my neck. Ethan, let's date. Pinching his cheek, I closed my eyes. I'll think about it. I'll admit I was tempted. Maybe I'm just starved for affection. Whoever sticks around gets my heart. Then came the text from Alex Clark. Driver picking you up Sunday for the event. At the banquet, I forced smiles while handing my brother the gift. Congratulations on the engagement. Bought this with my part-time earnings. Alex grinned, clapping my shoulder. Good lad. Knew I raised you right. I waved to the person standing next to him. Sophia Mitchell, congratulations on the engagement. Sophia Mitchell smiled gently. Haven't seen Ethan in ages. Must be busy with school? I nodded distractedly, my peripheral vision catching a familiar figure. Liam Bennett wore a white suit today that made his rosy lips look almost girlish. He strode over and slung an arm around my shoulders. "Ethan, been looking everywhere for you." I stiffened, not daring to meet Alex's eyes. Liam effortlessly chatted with Sophia for a few moments before dragging me away under Alex Clark's murderous glare. He led me to the garden behind the ballroom. Summer roses cascaded over the trellis. As I pulled away to thank him, Liam ruffled my hair. "What are future boyfriends for? Just make it up to me with extra kisses later." I turned away laughing, "You're impossible." We sat on a garden swing as Liam shared childhood stories. How he'd stripped his mother's prized rosebush bear to recreate a TV flower scene, then got forced to wear dresses for 3 days as punishment. Moonlight softened his words until every syllable sounded like love poetry. The party crowd eventually summoned him away. Hiding in a corner, I drank until the room spun. Slipping into an empty guest room, I collapsed on the bed. Behind closed eyelids, Alex and Sophia's perfect couple image haunted me. I hated this pathetic, jealous version of myself. Through the drunken haze, I sensed someone watching. Blinking hard, I made out a dark silhouette turning to leave. I grabbed their wrist. "Alex," the figure froze, clutching that familiar arm. I wanted to beg him to stay, to call off the engagement, but fear of seeing disappointment in those eyes kept me silent. Instead, I pressed his palm to my cheek. "Happy engagement, brother. Obedient little brothers make forever families." The man's breath hitched. Calloused fingers dug into my face. "What's between you and Liam Bennett? Roommates? Maybe more." His grip tightened until I gasped. "Alex? Stop." He didn't relent until I kept whimpering brother. He cursed under his breath. When the pressure eased, warm lips suddenly crashed against mine, clumsy, angry bites more punishment than kiss. My eyes focused on furious dark eyes. Ryan Foster. His inexperience showed through the aggression, all teeth and rage. Nothing like Liam's skilled tenderness. Experimentally, I brushed my tongue against his lips. Ryan jerked back like he'd been electrocuted. His hand clapped over his mouth. You harlot." I couldn't help but laugh and said sincerely, "Ryan Foster, you're actually pretty cute." Ryan's face turned beet red as he glared at me before fleeing like a startled deer. He looked like a princess who'd lost her glass slipper. I took a cab back to campus alone. Before leaving, I noticed the gift I'd given Alexander Clark was carelessly tossed in a corner, still unopened. Alex was truly awful. I swore to never like him again. Back at the dorm, I found the other 3 roommates absent, probably in class. Smelling the alcohol lingering on me, I grabbed clean clothes from my closet and headed to the shower. The warm water cascading over me made me exhale deeply. I absolutely loved showering. It always made me want to belt out tunes like a pop diva. Each water droplet felt like an adoring fan. When I emerged refreshed from the bathroom, I found Ryan Foster leaning against the doorway. His white tank top and shorts clung to his sweaty, honey-toned physique, the damp fabric revealing well-defined pectorals and pert nipples. Still not as pink as Liam Bennett's. I caught myself comparing, then mentally face-bombed at my own shamelessness. Ryan crossed his arms over his chest when he noticed my gaze. "What are you staring at?" he grumbled, his ears flushing crimson. His innocent reaction made me tease. "Come on, Mr. Foster. We've already kissed. Why be shy about showing skin?" His neck turned scarlet this time. After shooting me a glare, he ducked into the shower. As water started running, I settled on my bed with my tablet. Just as I clicked on my drama, Ryan's voice echoed from the bathroom. "Ethan Clark, bring me some clothes." Lying back, I taunted, "Say daddy first." When he threatened, "I'll streak naked then," I whistled, "Be my guest. Free show for this gay guy." The shower fell silent. After sufficient teasing, I grabbed clothes from Ryan's closet and knocked on the bathroom door. As I slid the bundle through the crack, a damp hand seized my wrist and yanked me into the steamy bathroom. Ryan's eyes burned dark through the mist. "That was my first kiss," he said intensely. "Was I supposed to apologize?" His thumb brushed my lower lip. "You've kissed Liam Bennett so many times. Not fair." Before I could respond, he pinned me against the tiled wall. His skills had terrifyingly improved in one night. My hands slid over his warm, damp skin, pleasantly firm yet springy. When I tweaked a nipple, Ryan kissed more fiercely. The dorm atmosphere grew increasingly peculiar lately. Even Dylan Parker noticed, transferring out fearing he might catch the gay. His concern made sense. Aside from him, only the bed frames remained straight in our room. Before summer break, Ryan's basketball team had an intercollegiate match. That evening, he awkwardly invited me, just a regular game. Could learn some moves if you want. Not that I care if you come. Plenty of people bring me water anyway. I didn't want to make it too obvious, but I couldn't resist teasing him. I put on a conflicted expression and said, but Liam Bennett asked me to go out to dinner with him that day. Hearing this, Ryan Foster panicked. I don't care. You have to come watch. If you don't, I'll tell Liam that I've kissed you too. His tone almost sounded like a side chick tattling to the main partner. I feigned innocence and fear. Fine. I'll go. Just don't tell Liam. Ryan stiffened, muttering as he turned away, always using that trick to flirt. The basketball gym was packed. Despite the AC, the air felt stuffy. Thankfully, Ryan had saved seats. I grabbed 2 water bottles and settled into my spot, only to notice Liam sitting beside me. Liam pouted when he saw me. Hubby came to watch the game and didn't even tell me? His voice wasn't loud, but the girls in front of us whipped around, wide-eyed. One side. Welp, my favorite campus ship is officially sinking. Another girl consoled her. Don't worry, them fighting over the same guy is its own twisted love story. A headache brewed. Tomorrow's gossip forums are gonna be wild. On the court, Ryan in his white jersey glanced our way. His expression faltered when he spotted Liam. Liam, however, cheerfully waved. Once the game started, Ryan focused entirely on the match. He stood out tall, unfairly hot, muscles taut like a young panther. After sinking multiple 3-pointers, the crowd roared for him. As I watched, a hand suddenly covered my eyes. Liam leaned close, his breath tickling my ear. No looking at him. I chuckled, patting his hand. Since when are you this childish? He grumbled, you promised to think about us. At halftime, Ryan jogged over, sweaty and breathless, reaching for water. I handed him a bottle, but Liam intercepted, choose. Him or me? Ryan's gaze flicked between us before taking the water from my hand. The second half felt off for Ryan. Luckily, his earlier lead secured an easy win. As the gym emptied, only Liam and I remained. His eyes and nose were flushed as he stared at me. Tell me you picked him. Meanwhile, my clueless roommate Dylan Parker blurted. You think you're good enough for Liam? At best, you're his simp. I sighed, it's just water. Nothing more. Liam pressed. Have you decided yet? Before I could answer, Ryan approached, freshly showered, droplets falling from his hair. He sat on my right, a stray drop sliding down my collar. Ryan spoke earnestly. I'm sorry for dumping that milk tea on you, for littering. Ethan, give me a chance to make it right. Liam shot up. Ryan, you homewrecker. I confessed first. You want to be the third wheel? Ryan stood too. The one who isn't loved is the third wheel. We're competing fair. Scared. Liam? They glared until both turned to me, demanding in unison. Ethan, choose. I rose, smacking both their heads lightly, then grinned. Depends who behaves better. The most obedient one gets to be my boyfriend. I stepped out of the basketball gym, the evening sky ablaze with fiery hues. The hottest days of summer seemed just around the corner.